Hi Taurus, I hope you guys are doing great today. These are going to be general messages for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for March 9th through March 15th of 2020. These are general messages, guys. Please don't try to make it fit if it doesn't. Always check your sun, besides your sun sign, your rising sun, moon sign, and Venus for the most complete messages. Remember, the energies could always be flip-flop. You don't want to make these messages fit if they don't. You know what your story is. Now, if any of you watched any of the videos that I posted last night, you know, like say you're a Taurus sun and your rising is, I don't know, Sagittarius or Capricorn, whatever. You're going to notice on those, I began with the love reading and then went into the Celtic cross spread because so many people requested that I do it like that. Guys, I just wasn't feeling it, and I have to be true to myself, to my own energy. I don't know why, it just wasn't. So I'm going to be starting with the Celtic cross spread, going into the love. So the love is going to be whatever comes up. I do this version of love in my weeklies. And then I started doing, and I'm going to extend it even more, extended love readings monthly, love only, for singles, complicated, and those in a strong committed relationship. Okay, so that's the way that's going to look. Now remember, the Celtic cross spread does not have to have any connection to the relationship reading. You can connect to the Celtic cross spread having to do with career, family situation, friend, and then the love reading resonates with you. Or you may resonate with the Celtic cross having to do with relationship and not resonate at all with the relationship read. That's perfectly normal. This is a huge platform, right? We can't possibly hit everybody each and every time. But anyway, I hope you guys are doing really well. I hope you're having an awesome week. And let's pull a Wisdom of the Oracle crowning energy. See what we have here. Use these guys in a while. Chaos and conflict. All right. So you know what? Why don't we speak just a little bit about, you know, what this means, right? As far as being a really solid protection message. This is a really great time, Taurus, for you to restore order and recognize the opportunity for negotiation in some area of your life. And you're going to know what it is. So even in the seeming chaos, there is this kind of divine order at play. And there's a kind of like a complete resorting of elements right now. This is very powerful. So if your intention is to find the best solution for the highest good of everyone involved, naturally, you can't always make everyone completely happy, but looking for some solution, this is a really good energy. The timing of this is perfect. So things have already been stirred up on purpose. So don't be afraid to jump into the mix. You're going to discover everything that you need to know about this situation, how it's going to be affecting you long term. So be very present in the eye of whatever chaos is going on in your life. This moment is very valuable, so you don't want to waste it. Now, we do have to say that some of you may be feeling this in your career sector, okay? Because we do have Mercury is going to be turning direct in Aquarius on the 9th. And there is this last chance to mess something up, clean up, or revisit what you worked on during this retrograde. And this is all happening in your 10th house of career, guys. So you might have been really experiencing a lot of challenges in the career sector, you know, but what I do like about this is this recognition of knowing that something needs to change, that whatever was happening in the Mercury retrograde in your work sector happened for a reason. And it was like the dust was brought up, you know, and now that everything is going to settle, let's see what's going on. And you really need to have a good, clear look of what's going on there. Also on the 9th, though, we have the full moon of Virgo, and that's going to be happening in your 5th and 11th houses. So, guys, something needs to change, be let go of, or reconsidered when it comes to balancing your friend group with what you love to do for fun. So this is about, so I'm throwing these out there before I even pull the cross, so you could think about where is the chaos and conflict in your life, right? So, yeah. Something needs to, always on a full moon, something needs to be changed, let go of, or reconsidered. So for you here, that 11th house of friends, right? So balancing your friend group with what you love to do for fun, that's 5th house. Are your friends creating any kind of imbalance in your relationship with your boyfriend, girlfriend, or crush? Because that's like 5th house energy. Are there demands impacting your relationship with your kids? Your friends, you know, are your friends impacting your relationship with your kids? Are your friends never on board with what you really like to do? You know, these are things that you're going to be thinking about your friendships, I feel like, you know. So really important full moon, I think, there. But then we have two really positive days on March 11th and the 14th. Not that the other ones aren't positive. They're not. They're just going to be you really need to be figuring some things out there. But then we have the sun on the 11th. We have the sun in Pisces sextiling Jupiter in Capricorn, and that's happening in your 11th and your 8th houses. So this is great for imagination and creativity when it comes to improving your passive income through friends, if any of you are in that space. For others of you on a deeper level, due to a situation that arises with your friends, your friend group, your community, or the people that you deal with in your everyday, you're going to be pushed to look at any outdated ego issues that you might be holding on to that no longer serve you. So some of you may be finding your friendships deepening as a result of this, though, while others of you may be realizing that you've outgrown your friends and that there are other friends that you resonate with more right there waiting for you to engage. And then the last thing I want to mention is on the 14th, we have Mars and Capricorn sextiling Neptune and Pisces, and this is happening in your 9th and 11th houses. So really positive initiation and forward movement in your ability to marry up your philosophies regarding life and what you see for yourself with your friends. So many of you may be changing careers or majors in school. You may be changing how you want to work your life and do your life. And you're going to have a lot of support from the people who you consider friend, anyone who you consider your friends, or those people who matter to you the most. So you're going to be making some big decisions, and it might be kind of shocking for those in your life, but they're going to be super supportive of you. So that's really, really good. Everything's happening for a reason here. I mean, it always does, but this energy really does support that. So coming into this time, we have the Four of Coins in the reverse. So this is telling me that you are in a place of self-protection, where you don't feel first of all, if this has to do with career, you don't feel like you're getting paid what you're worth, or you weren't, right? Because this is the past. If this has to do with any kind of relationship, and it could still have to do with your work environment, where you don't feel that emotional, mental, and physical support and connection that you feel like you need and that you deserve. And it's very frustrating for you, right? This is where you're coming from. Because when we have the Four of Coins energy, especially in the reverse, it's like an amped up feeling of the upright, where it's like, I am really protecting myself. I feel like I need to walk on eggshells here, and really being in this space of discomfort, right? It's really not a comfortable energy. But now the foundation of the energy, right, like for this week currently, is the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. So the wheel is a Jupiter energy. So Jupiter rules Sagittarius, which is all about belief systems. And Jupiter is also about forward movement. Jupiter itself is about luck and expansion. So it's about really embracing your belief system in a way where you can move forward, embracing that, where you can have and experience that luck and expansion. And what this is telling me in the reverse is that you're now feeling that in your current situation right now. So whether this has to do with the job that you're in, many of you are going to be resonating with it in that way. Others of you are going to be resonating with it that you feel like a relationship that you're in right now is not anything that you feel like you can grow in, ultimately in the long term. And that's the foundation, right, of the situation. Now crossing that feeling that there's not going to be forward movement in a way where you feel like you're going to be respected and things are going to roll out in a really positive way. We have the Ace of Cups in the reverse. So this is a new beginning in the heart space. And when we say heart space and we say cups, this can certainly have to do with career. Cups is our emotions, and it has to do with what we love and what we love about our life. So it's not only about, intimate relationships or family connections or friends. It certainly has to do with the work that we love to do. And what I'm getting here, Taurus, is that you really are not liking where you are, and you don't want to go into this next space because you don't feel like you're going to be able to start any sort of real path worth talking about in this career. This also tells me that you feel like, if it has to do with a relationship, that something is going on within this connection where you just don't feel like it's going to be able to go the long haul. So this can certainly have to do with friends, because we do have this inflection of friends during this time, but this could also certainly have to do with the relationship, because you're not feeling that that positive energy. You're not feeling respected in the way that you want to feel, all of that. You're feeling like because of that, it's just not going to be moving forward. And that's what you're seeing right now, basically almost from like a panoramic view of a situation that's on your heart right now. Now, the crowning of this, whatever situation this is the Three of Wands in reverse. Okay, so the Three of Wands is a Sun in Aries card, and Aries is all about, you know, initiating something to move forward in a new way, having this new path, making a decision to enter this next phase of your life with that fire in your belly, a lot of excitement, motivation, and that actually being movement forward. And in the reverse, this is telling me that this is not going to be happening, okay? So whatever's on your heart, Taurus, whether it's a career, whether it's a friendship, family connection, or relationship, I'm getting some very realistic vibes here of you recognizing how something has a significant amount of challenges for you to be able to move forward very comfortably into this next cycle that we're all entering into. And finding value in it, you know, finding yourself happy and respected. Yeah, okay. And then we have the Tower as the foundation. Sure. Okay. Listen, something about the Tower. First of all, the Tower should not be scary, right? It's a Mars energy, guys. And Mars also rules Aries, and Aries is about initiation. So it's about like taking something away in the way that it was and the need, and then something else being put in its place. Because this is linked to the Chariot energy, okay? And the Chariot in the Tarot is linked to a Cancer energy. Cancer is that fourth house of home and family, the metaphorical home even. So this is about something falling apart because it's not meant to be on your path, so that your energy can open up to bring in and invite an energy that you're supposed to be involved in. So if this is a relationship, it's the ending of a relationship because you're not meant to continue on this path with this person. You're meant to really kind of clean your energy field out and open yourself up to something new. If this is to do with a career, you're not meant to be doing what you are right now. You're just not. Whatever it is, however you're resonating with this. Now, many of you, some of you may be in no relationship. Some of you may not even have a job, you know. This could certainly be the tearing down and the need to revamp your thought process. The reason I'm mentioning that specifically as well is because what I did mention about a lot of you guys really being pushed to look at any sort of outdated ego issues that you might be carrying in your life. And that would definitely be a Tower energy, the tearing down of a belief system internally. So everything in your outside world might stay totally intact, but you feel these huge shifts happening inside of you. And that's going to be actually the foundation of this time period for you, is feeling this shift, the tearing down and the building up. Because as soon as you tear down the outdated egos, it's replaced with something new. You know, the outdated ego issues. So I do like that. And now we have the Nine of Wands, and this is representing you right now. So this is a moon in Sagittarius. So anytime we have a moon energy, this is about things that are happening underneath the surface. You're feeling a certain way underneath the surface, okay? And we have the Wand energy. This is feeling, you still feel passion in your belly for a situation, for a person, for a friend, but you've been through so much with them, so much, you know, and you really are in a space of recognizing like, all right, you know, I've been through a lot here, you know, do I change? Do I keep pushing forward? You know, but you're looking at your belief system with that Sagittarius energy here. You were doing some very deep thinking here. I mean, even though it's a Wands energy, and Wands is all about fire and moving forward, you have the strong desire to move forward. You want to do that. But in this energy is also very deep, kind of like, what do I want to say? Being reflective in a very deep way, where you feel like something just doesn't feel right to you and you're really being pushed to look at it. You know, something that you haven't maybe ever looked at about yourself before. Really getting in touch with that. You definitely have this ambition and this desire and this want, you know, fire in your belly to move forward. Absolutely. But you're really trying to get in touch with what is it about this thing that's really not sitting right, you know? getting really in contact with that. Now, the external energy, this is not, this is an external energy that's impacting you. We have the Ace of Coins in the reverse. So, I mean, listen, straight up, this could be, if this has to do a career, you are not being offered a job in the area that you want. So you feel like you have to stay where you are right now. Others of you are feeling like, not entering this next stage definitely in this job because I'm just not getting the money I want. But there's this new cycle having to do with either resources or emotional, mental, physical connection. And in the reverse, it's not happening. So you're really trying to reason this out very deeply, very introspectively. So it's not that you don't want to work. It's not that you don't want to be in a relationship. It's not that you don't want friends or family connections. That's not it at all. But you're trying to figure out, where does your belief system fit into everything that you're taking part in right now? And recognizing that, listen, there's just not going to be this offering of anything more than there is right now. So what are you going to do about it is kind of the big question. Now, in your fear, we have the Queen of Cups energy. Yeah, I mean, I understand this for sure. The Queen of Cups energy is a Gemini and Cancer energy. So, Gemini is ruled by Mercury. It's all about communication. And, Cancer, again, is about that home space. So you fearing there not being some sort of communication that's going to move you forward in a way that's going to bring you to a place where you feel really happy and really content in your heart. Where you just feel super peaceful. You're afraid. And if this has to do with relationship, Gemini is the lover's energy. So this tells me that you are afraid that you're not going to end up finding somebody who, you have that kind of long-term, really, I'm there for you, you're there for me relationship that really resonates, having that fourth house energy of Cancer, that home and family and love kind of thing. So if that has to do with intimate relationship, you're afraid that you're never going to have that, but you don't want to use that as a reason to stay with somebody, right? If it's not healthy. And then in the outcome energy, we have the Judgment. So yeah, in the reverse. So this is a Pluto energy, and this tells me that there's not going to be any sort of transformation in anything other than what's going on right now. Like, what's going on right now is what it is. There's not going to be any sort of transformation going on. There's just not. And then we have the Star in the future, and this is an Aquarius energy. Now, remember, Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, which is all about doing things differently. So it makes sense to me that we have the Uranus as the future outcome after we have this outcome as Judgment reverse. This is telling me that there will not be transformation and that nothing is going to be any different than what it is now, Taurus. So you need to take that and think about it. So if you're not happy in your career, if you're not happy in that relationship, friendship, family connection, wishing all you want for things to be different can't make it happen, because you can only control yourself, and it's just going to be recognition of that and then making a decision of what you need to do from there. Right? But I feel like it's going to be very clear to you what you need to do, just because we did get that crowning of chaos and conflict. So I feel like, whatever discomfort is happening here is very purposeful. It's really very purposeful for you to go through, so that it can pull you off a path that you're not supposed to be on. And that's the funny thing about change, Change is always born out of discomfort, because as the creatures that we are, when we're comfortable, we don't move, or we don't want to move. We don't want to move, right? All right, so now we're going to just be pulling for some love. Let's pull some oracles. And I will pull some clarifying tarot. Everything's going to be in the upright for these guys, because I never read oracles in the reverse. So we have passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart and give and receive the highest energy of all. And then we have flirt. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. All right, so let's pull everything. I mean, I'll indicate as I go along, but then we bring it together and see what kind of overall message we end up getting. What do we have here? Transformation. Your relationship with one another is about to deepen. embrace, balance. This is a very different energy that I'm getting from the Celtic cross spread. I can tell you right now. Because sometimes I feel like, oh, this is just like more messages for the cross, you know. I'm not getting that at all. So let's see what we have. Transformation, needs time, take time, sunglasses, watching you, wedding rings. Hello. Hello, Taurus. Doesn't mean you get married now, but it can mean that we're talking about that level of commitment and that level of soul connection and promise to one another. All right, let's pull a couple of these guys. Okay. And last but not least, we will pull 3 Arcanum. No reversals, please. 9 of Cups. Wish I found it. 10 of Pentacles. Are you kidding me? The Sun. Taurus. What? Wow. Lucky you. But listen, I feel like you guys have gone through something here. So let's just talk about this, okay? Because this is a lot of like fabulous, right? We have passion, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. It's safe for you to love, open your heart, give and receive the highest energy of all. Flirt, extend your lighthearted energy to others. Guys, you could be together 50 years. Flirt is still relevant, my friend, right? Flirting's always good. We have transformation. Your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things. So that tells me there that there had to be something going on to transform from. And then we have embrace. Through each other, you will find the missing pieces. And we have balance. Oh, excuse me. We have balance. Maybe balance is an issue here that I sneezed. Love is not always about agreeing for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. Then we have clock. Need time, takes time, time in cycles, time to heal. So there's healing. There's healing here and progression forward. So something happened that we need to heal from. Then we have sunglasses, watching, looking, focusing out. I always see this card, sunglasses, as being like, look at the big picture, Taurus. Really, like focus out and look at the big picture. We have wedding rings, okay? I mean, I don't think we need to explain that. It's about deep soul connection. Okay. And then we have, so here we might find like what some issue might have been here. I've been so busy trying to make you someone you're not that I lost who I am in the process. Our connection became too toxic. We need to be over, or we will continue these unhealthy cycles, causing more pain each time. So this definitely could have been some conversation that was going on between you guys. I'm not ready to talk. I'm not strong enough yet. So this really does speak to about the focusing and the clock, about just needing some time to work through something. Let's forget all this heavy stuff for one night and just have some fun. Okay, yeah. I resent how much your past has created problems in our relationship. Oh, another resent. I resent how much, oh my gosh. Guys, I totally unknowingly, with 2 different markers, wrote the same exact message in my homemade. How crazy is that? Well, I will definitely remove one, but I feel like there's a reason for this. So you might be really working with this quite heavily, resenting how your past has created, or they could be feeling this about you, you could be feeling this about them. These energies can go either way, guys, everything that I'm saying. Right? But I do like in the center we have, let's forget all this heavy stuff for one night and just have some fun. So these may be some issues that you're working through where you felt like somebody was trying to make you somebody that you're not, or you are admitting that you were trying to make somebody something that they weren't. It ended up creating this kind of cyclical toxic connection because of this resentment. You know, and the past could have to do with old relationships, an unhealthy way of being in relationship, could be fear of intimacy, you know, any sort of controlling issue, anything like that, that would have to do with the past. It could also be some sort of ex constantly circling around, you know, and you just being in this space of like, why do I have to deal with this? Or they could be dealing with something having to do with an ex of yours. But Let's look at these final outcomes here. We have Nine of Cups is about wish fulfillment. Gorgeous. This is beautiful. I love it. It's Jupiter in Pisces. This is about envisioning what it is that you want to see and happen in this relationship and making it happen in the 3D, bringing it to fruition. 10 of Pentacles is a very benefic energy. Lots of communication here, you guys being here solid for each other. Lots of support. You guys are going to be saving money together. You're going to be figuring your stuff out. What do you guys need to fix in the areas of communication, your intimate life, having to do with, you know, your social life, what you guys do for fun, really kind of revisiting these areas in a way where you're just going to be on the right track and of the same mind. So really beautiful, because then we have the Sun as the final here. Beautiful. This is being with the right person on the right path, going in the right direction. Very, very benefic. So I feel like there is a lot of love here, but any resentment that's being harbored absolutely needs to be addressed. If somebody needs a minute, give them a minute, you know. Recognition is somebody trying to make somebody that they're not, whatever, okay? Everybody just accept everybody the way they are, because this is a beautiful energy, honestly, Taurus, like really beautiful. Beautiful. I love it. All right. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I appreciate you taking the time to hang out with me, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Bye-bye.